Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Deep Rock Galactic. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zrel. Let's get to it. So today we're doing the deep dive, codenamed Weeping Jewel. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. Make sure you grab one of the special brews before you leave on the deep dive, because it will last you through all of the deep dive, not just part of it. So here we go. First stage of the deep dive has Liquid Morkite and Dreadnought. So unlike some stages, you don't have a mule on this one. You have to be your own mule. You have to grab minerals and then take it yourself over to the rig that will drop in after you drop in. Now this one you're going to look for 3 geysers of liquid morkite and then call in the pump jack to each one. Now ordinarily on a liquid morkite stage there's going to be a whole bunch of enemies that are already populated in the level, and then you have to deal with them and then move on to the actual objectives themselves. Make sure you're looking out for gold and nitra while you're doing the deep dive, and of course keep your eyes open for any enemies that are about. Apparently there were tons and tons of exploders just hanging around waiting for someone to show up. Now, once you call in all of the pump jacks, you'll have to find the liquid morkite, which doesn't show up on the terrain scanner, so you have to look for it and listen for it. There'll be kind of speckles, kind of grayish speckles. When you're getting close to it, you'll hear a puffing or gurgling. I don't know what kind of sound. It's very distinctive to the liquid morkite. Find it, call in the pump jack. You can visually see it. There'll be a blue flame and a puff of cloud. And then, of course, don't forget about that Dreadnought. Unlike normal missions, you have 2 mandatory objectives that you have to complete before moving on. And of course, Dreadnought is the boss-like creature of Deep Rock Galactic. This time around, we got the Glyphid Dreadnought, which has a shielded stage, a damage phase, and an immune phase. So, get away from it when it's immune. In general, stay away from it. And then, of course, do damage once that damage phase comes up. Once you start piping out that liquid morkite, eventually there's going to be leaks. You have to go through and repair all the leaks. Look for the glowing red light along the pipeline. That'll tell you where it's at. And if you're not sure which pipeline is having trouble, look for the green. That means everything's okay. And then of course the flashing red means you've got a leak somewhere on the line. Now once you have all of the morkite pumped into the rig, and once you've taken care of the Dreadnought, then you're ready to move on. Send it into orbit and then call in the drop pod to move on with the deep dive. Now when you call in the drop pod, you will have to wait about a minute before it actually shows up. You'll have to wait until the rig gets up into orbit, and then about 30 seconds for the drop pod to show up and drop in wherever it's going to be at. Since you don't have a mule, you don't have to worry about waiting for the mule to dock. As soon as the drop pod gets in, you can make your way out. So that's it for stage number 1. On to stage number 2. All right, stage number 2 of the deep dive has rival presence as a modifier. Last stage had no modifier. This time you're looking at alien eggs and a dreadnought. So you can check the train scanner, find out where those alien eggs are at. Usually they're along the path or in this big open room that you get to. Rival presence means that there's going to be robots going around. You're going to see either patrol bots, turrets, and or a nemesis, so keep your eyes open for those guys. And they're going to pop up every so often. In addition to the turrets that are going to be strewn about the level. Now this time around we got the Hive Guard Dreadnought, which is the most bullet spongy of all dreadnoughts. It's immune. Once it goes immune, then you'll have to look for the Sentinels. The Sentinels trigger the phase where it can actually be damaged. Take out the shields, do damage, and then rinse and repeat until you can take it out. So do as much damage as you possibly can until you take it out or until it goes immune. Now there is a controller for all the turrets in the level. If you find it, go ahead and hack it and then it'll take it out. All the turrets on the level will go away once you hack that turret controller or master controller. Now once you have all of the eggs and you've taken care of the dreadnought, then you're ready to call in the drop pod. Once again, keep your eyes open for nitra and gold while you're at it. It'll always come in handy. Gold, of course, will give you more credits at the end of the deep dive, and nitro will keep you flush with ammo, calling in more resupplies as you need it. Now this is a good time to point out that the deep dive is a 3-stage raid-like environment where you can play by yourself with your buddy Bosco or with up to 3 other players, either pre-made or match-made. And one of the big reasons to do the deep dive is for those matrix cores, which can give you cosmetics, weapon skins, and weapon overclocks. Pump up your weapon up to the next level with those overclocks. So that's it with stage 2. Let's go on to stage number 3. Now stage 3 of the deep dive is the final stage. This time around we have crystallized morkite and alien eggs. Now this time around we have regenerative bugs, which means that if you damaged the bug but don't take it out, they will eventually regain all of their health. So if you have an attack that does damage over time, that'll keep them from regenerating right away. You'll know that they're regenerating because they have that green cloud like you see here. So take them out. Don't let them regenerate their health because that's just wasting your ammo. So the crystallized morkite, unlike the liquid morkite, we do have a mule. And then, of course, the crystallized morkite, you're going to look for that gray-blue glow, just like any other material that you're going to see in a normal mission. Alien eggs, of course, are going to be on the train scanner. Look for that organic matter on the sides of the level, and then you dig into it and grab that egg. Now, every time you grab an egg, you will spawn some enemies, but you can also spawn a swarm. So if you have 2 eggs, you're likely to have 1 swarm in addition to your regularly scheduled swarms that you see during a level. Now the deep dive this time around, the levels are really almost egregious with their design. They twist and turn, and they have drops and holes that go nowhere. So it can be very difficult to navigate, let alone look for things like morkite and gold and nitra. So keep your eyes both on a swivel and keep them moving, looking around so that you can see if you're missing something or what you're missing. Whether it is a swarm of bugs coming right for you, or some morkite or gold or nitro. Now once you have all of the eggs and the morkite, you're ready to go. Call in that drop pod and make your way out. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
The wave is petering out. Wipe out the rest and get on with it. For Carl!
What a jaw-dropping
Drop
experience!
pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
These bugs don't stand a chance against us! Platforms, please! Sticky, ticky grenade deployed!
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes. The mule has docked, initiating launch sequence.
Have a bullet in the face!
Supplies are on the way.
Don't get too attached now!
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now. Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
I ordered a resupply!
Nitro has been withdrawn and supply pod is inbound. Roger that. Supplies are coming.
I ordered a resupply!
Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now. Drop pod departing in T-minus 2 minutes. That's one for the books. Retrieving escape pod.
For rocket
Rocket stone!
PlayStation